Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mount Moon TCG. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at two decks that did very well at the Pokemon World Championships 2024. We got Regidrago VSTAR, and we got the Masters runner-up Roaring Moon EX. Now, the Regidrago list, whose list is that?
Seniors
is the
champion.
Is the Seniors champion,
Yes.
Okay. So these are two decks that we predict are going to be released for the World Championship decks that they release every year, like a few months after Worlds.
Yeah, sometime around Christmas, I would guess.
Yeah, sometime around Christmas.
We've been doing it later, though.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, so these are the two decks, two of the four decks we're predicting they're going to make the World Championship decks of. So you're on the left playing the Regidrago, and I'm on the right playing Roaring Moon.
Yep, so I played a Nest Ball, I searched my deck for basic Pokemon, put it on my bench, and then put a Regidrago down, then I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard two cards from my hand, and then Ultra Ball again, just to grab two of any Pokemon. I discarded the Kyurem with the Trifrost attack, does 110 to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon, but you discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. That'll make sense later with the Regidrago V-Star. And then I'm going to Squawk and Seize. Once during your turn, during your first turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6. You can't use more than Squawk and Seize ability during your turn. So I got a fresh hand of 6. We got Teal Mask Ogerpon. Once during your turn, you may attach grass energy from your hand to this Pokemon. If you do, draw a card. I'm going to play an Earthen Vessel. You can only play this card if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Get rid of a research. Grab a fire and a grass. Let's see, put those to the hand. Teal Dance once more. Another Regidrago V. Don't need 3 of them.
Yes, you do. You need all of them.
Attach for turn onto the Regidrago. Play an energy switch. Move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. Was a little greedy.
Yeah, a little greedy. Let's hope that does not come back to bite you in the butt later.
And then put down a Mew EX with the ability to restart and for retreat, which is important. And we're just gonna pass.
Alright, so I know my objective. So we're going to put down the Pecharunt EX. You can put your Darkness Pokemon from your bench to the active. You just cannot use Pecharunt EX for this ability.
Yeah, you can't switch Pecharunt to the active.
Yep, so right now I cannot switch Pecharunt. But if Pecharunt was my active and Roaring Moon was on the bench, I can do that. And it has to be a Darkness Pokemon. We're going to play Pokestop and reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. The item cards, they go into your hand. Discard the other cards. So Nest Ball and a Trekking Shoes, 2 very good cards. So now, how do I want to play this? We're going to do the Nest Ball. Yeah, so Roaring Moon is known for being a very aggressive deck. Going second with Roaring Moon is very important because you can knock out some big heavy hitter Pokemon very quickly early on. So we'll get the Roaring Moon EX. It's got Frenzy Gouging, which is basically knock out your opponent's active, put 200 damage counts, 200 damage on this Roaring Moon. And then the Calamity Storm does 100 damage, and then 120 more if you discard a Stadium card in play. Play my own Ultra Ball, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the Squawk ability here.
Yeah, that would make most sense because you're discarding the Dark Energies. But don't you want to attach those energies, Hunter? I
do. There's ways I can attach those energies from the discard pile.
Oh, you have another one in hand anyway.
Yep. So Trekking Shoes, let's see what we get. Let's look at the top card of your deck, and you can choose to put it into your hand or discard it. I discarded it, got another Trekking Shoes, and discard an energy. What'd I get? Pokemon Catcher. Okay. So this is interesting. Play Pokemon Catcher. Flip a coin. If heads, switch your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active.
It's gotta stay on the table.
It does have to stay on the table. So I'm just gonna roll a dice.
It's gotta stay in frame. It was Tails.
It was Tails. But I was gonna Squawk and Seize anyhow, so might as well just play the card. Attach per turn. And we are going to Squawk and Seize, because it is my first turn. It's the final card. Okay. Alright, now we're going to play the game here. I'm going to play my Professor Sada's Vitality. Choose 2 of your ancient Pokemon in play and attach a basic energy card from the discard pile to each of them. If you attach any energy in this way, draw 3 cards. And we're going to put it to the Baby Moon and the Mooney X. Draw the 3.
You could have powered up 2 Roaring Mooney X's with all these cards.
I could have. I really could have, but sadly I did get rid of a Roaring Moon earlier.
Yeah, you did.
But it's fine. Dark Patch, attach a basic Darkness energy from the discard pile to one of your benched Darkness Pokemon. It's going to go to the Mooney X. Now.
So you're taking a knockout.
A knockout is for sure, because I can switch. Now it's going to come down to the coin flip of this Pokemon catcher. Because if I'm able to knock out that Regidrago on the bench, this is huge. Flip the coin, and it is a heads. And this is where the energy switch came back to bite you in the butt.
Wasted it.
Yeah, I don't know why you played it, because I don't play Iono or any shuffle cards.
Right.
So you would just held on to it. And then, oh yeah, and also when you use the Pecharunt ability, the new active Pokemon is poisoned.
Yes.
So I'm going to use Calamity Storm to do the perfect 220 to the Drago for the knockout.
Okay, my plans have changed. So I'm going to put down another Regidrago V. I'm going to use Earthen Vessel, discard another Regidrago V, because who needs 4 of them?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, we actually played a game before this. We only had 1 Regidrago, and it was just like, okay, game over.
Yeah. I'm going to grab a Grass and a Fire again. I still can attack with the other Regidrago V if I evolve it and get 2 energy switches this turn.
Right, but that's a lot to ask for.
It is, but there's 4 in there. It's possible.
It's possible, but...
So I'm going to Teal Dance once. Another Earthen Vessel.
Yep. All the energy.
I could have just gotten more grass energy with that, but I'm going to choose to attach for turn. Gonna restart for 1, and then I'm going to Earthen Vessel that Dragapult EX away. It's in there for the attack Phantom Dive, 200 damage, and then put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon any way you like. So if you had a Roaring Moon EX and used the first attack to knock something out, it would have had like 20 or 30 HP left. I could have just knocked it out on the bench.
Yep.
With that. Got another Teal Dance, and I got Iono and Research in my hand. I'm going to choose Iono.
Yeah, the Iono's the better player.
Because you had, 6 or 8 cards in your hand, something like that?
More than 4 that I'm going to get.
Yeah.
And I had, Dark Patch and a couple of other cards that are pretty useful.
So we each shuffle our hands, put it on the bottom, and then draw cards equal to our prizes remaining. Oh, we got an Ultra Ball. And I'll get the VSTAR. Don't need Nest Ball right now. My bench is full. Don't need that other Ogerpon, really. I'd rather save it for another Iono. We'll grab a Regidrago VSTAR with the ability Legacy Star. During your turn, you may discard the top 7 cards of your deck. Then put up to 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. You can't use more than 1 VSTAR power. And that's what I'm going to do. See what I have to discard.
Ooh, okay.
The Prime Catcher hurts.
It does, but you can grab it right away. Yeah, you want the energy switch back.
I need the energy switch to even attack this turn.
Yeah, so now it's like, do you want...
Yeah, I'm putting all my Dragon Pokemon to the side, because that's what Regidrago's attack uses the attacks of your Dragon Pokemon in the discard pile. So I'm just keeping my options to the side.
Right. Yeah, so do you go with a Prime Catcher, or that's kind of what it looks like you're eyeing up.
Yeah, it seems like a good card to keep.
You could have grabbed another energy switch.
Yeah, and then I would have been able to attack with the Regidrago VSTAR.
Right.
But I think Prime Catcher is going to be better. Since there is a boss in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to energy switch onto the Ogerpon instead.
Yep.
I'm going to retreat and use Myriad Leaf Shower. 30 plus, this attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon, and the Roaring Moon EX is weak to grass.
Yeah, that's the big thing. The Roaring Moon weak to grass kind of changes the matchup a little bit.
Yes. So I would have done 210 times 2, so it was enough,
Yeah. Well, it would have been enough without,
it would have been enough
without
because of
the
the
weakness.
poison.
Yep, because of the poison. So
Alright, so I messed with your hand and knocked out your active Pokemon. What else can you do, Hunter?
I'm going to bring up the Pecharunt.
Uh-huh.
Nope. I'm going to bring up the Squawkabilly.
Yeah, that's right. You could always motivate.
That does not sound good right now. Because I know if I motivate, then you're going to take 2 prize cards.
Yeah.
And I'm just stuck with nothing. So instead I'm going to Pokegear, I look at the top 7, and put a supporter card I find there into my hand, shuffle the rest back into the deck. And the only option is the Judge.
Yeah, you didn't have another supporter in hand.
No, it's not looking... I have the Pokestop.
Yeah, that could get you another Pokegear.
Yeah, so we'll see what I grab off this. There's another Moon, Earthen Vessel, and a Pokemon Catcher.
So that's 3 moons in your discard pile.
Yeah, they're just gone.
Uh-huh.
There's 1 Moon somewhere. We have to find it, though. Alright, so now we'll attach to the Baby Moon. And the Mew is weak to dark.
Yes,
so
it is.
Yep, so I'm going to bring up the Mew with the Baby Moon. And I now have 4 ancient cards in the discard pile, so this will be one-shotting this Baby Mew.
It's a Mew EX, Hunter. It's not a Baby Mew.
It's a Baby Mew. Sorry, I confused it with the Baby Moon. And a Dark Patch to the Pecharunt for later.
Okay.
Since I looked at the hand and I don't like anything. Yep. Take those 2 prize cards.
Looked like they were both energy.
Yeah. Because right now I'm kind of setting up for a Pecharunt attack next turn.
Okay, so put the Pokemon with a bunch of energy in active.
Yep.
I drew another energy switch. So I'm going to attach return energy switch and attack with the Regidrago. I'm going to play a Pheasantipity EX with the ability to flip the script once during your turn. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you can draw 3 cards. So I'm going to Pokestop.
Oh, that is a
rid of the
bad
boss.
Pokestop.
Yeah, I needed that boss to knock out the Pecharunt.
Yeah, if you flip the script first, that would have been so good.
So instead, I can. Yeah,
Still Teal Dance.
Yeah, for 1. Research, that's not helpful. Energy switch, that there. Still have that attachment for turn. Nope, we're just gonna research.
No, that's all you had. You do discard the Goodra.
Yep, with the Rolling Iron, 200 damage, and then during your opponent's next turn, take 80 less.
Yeah, that could be annoying for some matchups.
Alright, I did find my Prime Catcher that got shuffled back in from the Judge. So we switch in opponent's active Pokemon with the active spot. If you do, switch your own Pokemon. Attach return. Then at this point, I'm just going to try to get my hand size down. I'm going to discard that Giratina VSTAR with the Lost Impact for 280. Put 2 energy cards attached to your Pokemon into the Lost Zone. Yeah, my deck got very thin all of a sudden. I think I have like 2 or 3 cards left.
Yeah, you have 2 cards in deck.
Yeah. So I'm going to Apex Dragon for the Rolling Iron for the knockout. And then just hope you can't go around this big dragon.
Yeah, it's not looking good for me right now.
I mean, if you get the Roaring Moon EX powered up, you just knock it out anyway.
Right. Alright, let's see what I grab off this. It's an Earthen Vessel. I got an Ultra Ball in the hand, but I need help. I need a lot of help. Okay. So now, what is the best course of action? So I'm going to Ultra Ball. And what do I decide on? I'm going to decide on the Pheasantipity.
Okay.
Because if... I don't know. If I'm going to be attacking with the Roaring Moon this turn...
Yeah.
I need to draw cards, and I can't grab a Sada from the Pokestop. I mean, I could with the, Pokegear. And, well, okay, there's one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
But there goes a Sada. There's 2 Sadas gone.
Mm-hmm.
I got a full house of ancient cards in the discard pile. So now what do I do? I'm going to Trekking Shoes. What do we got there? Catcher, don't need it.
Oh, there's the Sada.
We got the Sada, but
is that what you want right now?
That's not quite what I want right now, but
because you got to get the Pokemon, you got to get your Moon first. There's a Nest Ball.
There's a Nest Ball.
But you had the Dark Patch in hand as well, which means you could have powered one up as well.
Yep. So I Nest Ball, I'm going to get the Pecharunt. I'm going to Dark Patch, put it on the Pecharunt, attach return, and manually retreat, bring back up the Pecharunt, because I have the boss's orders in hand to knock out the Squawkabilly for 100. No, 240. 240. Yeah. I can do math.
Your last moon was prized.
Yeah, my last moon was prized. So...
Otherwise, you would have had the combo to knock me out with that as well if you had the Mooney X.
Yeah, if the Mooney X was in the deck, I had the combo anyhow, but I had the Pecharunt.
Yep.
So that was my only option. Yep, that was a quick game.
When you just take 2 prize knockouts back and forth.
Yeah, just knockout. Regular old slugfest.
Yeah.
Throwing haymakers everywhere. Alright, that will do it for this video, everyone. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be sure to join us for some more awesome perks right here on Mount Moon TCG.